a needy dog.
Hey, everybody. We are live, which is great because it's time to be live. My little brother Kieran's here.
Ew.
Hey. Hey.
Incredible.
He's working on some of his own projects tonight. We're just kind of chilling out. Ooh, that's gross. I'm throwing that brush away. So we're just kind of chilling out. We're doing some side projects today because I need a quick break, just mentally. And I kind of want to get this done. So this is actually a Cyberpunk arm infinity gauntlet thing that's part of a bigger sort of fun Cyberpunk Doom side custom commission piece. It's very fun that I'm working on here. So that's kind of what we're working on tonight. And then Kieran,
Go for it.
is working on this guy, which looks incredible. This is the one that you did. This is based off like the Mando template that I did a long time ago, right? Yeah, that template's actually, you can actually use, so he improvised a lot of really cool bits on this, but the actual base template is something you can get from my channel, one of our Pepicura Tuesday live streams, actually.
Consider it.
Yeah, for your consideration. But this thing looks really good. You did a really good job with the detailing in the back there. Yeah, no, this looks really cool. What did you use for
I had an old toy Mandalorian helmet.
Oh, so you used the thing from that.
So it's a little bit see-through, but it works for my purposes.
That's pretty cool. I'm actually we're working on a couple of different things right now, but one of the things that's coming up is a series of trooper builds, and for that we got these. These are replacement face shields. They're really bendable, and you can cut them with shears, which is what I have been using when I need tinted visors, because you can add tint to things, especially like if I wanted to make this even darker, I could add more tint to it. But these things already come pretty dark, but just visible enough, so I like them a lot. But tonight we're going to be doing some freehanding. We're going to be just kind of enjoying things. I'm also going to show you guys how to use silicone molds like Evil Ted silicone molds, or even like cake mix molds like this, to cast some deedly bobs for your various projects. So come hang out, come chill, let's do the thing. I think we'll start by pulling out the hot glue gun. And I'm actually going to plug this in, and we're just going to let it warm up so that we can do some fun effects with that in just a minute here. Outlets. There we go. Yeah, because I've actually been using these molds to pull some small, quick hot glue casts of some things that we're going to be putting on our build here, as well as doing some pretty basic resin casting for some of the gems, because like I said, this is sort of a mashup Cyberpunk Infinity Gauntlet, so it's going to have these gems. Oh yeah, no, terribly fancy. So it's going to have these gems sort of in it. So I did some test casts just to make sure it would work, and I even sort of cut up the sides a little bit so that I can make them a little thinner, more the shape that I want, and I think it works really, really well. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get the final product to look as sharp as these test casts came out, because they really do look quite nice. And with just a little bit of weathering on the face of them, I can get some really good shine through them, which is what I really like about them. So we're going to do some test casts. We're going to just kind of enjoy ourselves here. It's going to be good. I'm using this resin that you can get from pretty much any local hobby shop. This is Amazing Clear Cast. This stuff works pretty well. And I'm not using a pressure pot for this, not because I don't have one. I did actually make one quite recently. But actually I'm doing it because I want it to have a little bit of interior imperfection so that it diffuses light a little better. Because we're going to do some lights in the hand of this piece. So, stick around for that. Actually, Kay, could I ask a favor?
Go for it.
In the kitchen, I have a small scale. Could I get that?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Yeah. Kay's just working. He's doing some stippling with just some black acrylic on this thing to try and dirty it up even more, and I think he's doing a really good job. This thing looks absolutely bananas. Ugh. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and we'll do some hot glue casts first, just to sort of experiment a little bit. I've already pulled some pieces in hot glue with this stuff, which I've been really enjoying. It's very satisfying. But oh, thank you for that. But if you take a nice hot glue gun like this one, and you have plenty of hot glue, like I do, you can actually get some pretty good detail out here without a bunch of bubbles in it. But what I do is, let's say I wanted to do another one of these guys, which are these like port things. They look really cool. The Evil Ted silicone molds are really cool, very detailed. But basically what you want to do is you want to start by filling into the corners and really letting the hot glue fill those details, and then slowly working your way around, making sure the hot glue is really digging into all those details so it actually pushes all the air out as you go around. And that way you don't end up with any of those weird little air bubbles on the edges. Doesn't matter if there's a couple in the middle of it, but when they're in the edge of the piece, you can really see it. And it's a big problem. Because at that point, it's like, well, why did I even bother trying to do it quickly if it's just going to look like garbage? But I'm going to fill this one up real quick. And before we're done here, I'll get to show you guys exactly how that looks all dried up. And you could actually conceivably like even press something into the back of this to give it more of a deformed back. But I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna even this out and let it sit. We'll turn around and we'll set that over here. And then we'll do a test hot glue gem in here. That'll be fun, right? This doesn't have as much detail, so it should be pretty easy to pull. So we'll probably let this fully dry, and then before we go ahead and do some fun little resin tests, we can actually pull that hot glue cast just for funsies.
Ooh, like the way that's looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of getting like a Clone Wars, like at
The
the end of
grungy sort of thing.
Yeah, it's reminding me of like the Clone Trooper helmet at the end of season 7. Like
Yeah, where it's really dusty.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of what I'm going for.
Nice. Excuse me, I'm actually gonna dig in over here. I need to pull. Gosh, where did I put them? Somewhere in here, there's like alcoholic inks, but I don't know where I put them. Which I know makes for a terribly interesting live stream. You know, when it's just me searching for my things. But, well, there you are. Let's see, Kelly Green. We've got purple, red. Ooh, gold. I might try that. It says liquid metal gold. But what I really need are like, I have like a yellow somewhere. These are like my fiance's really nice ones. Oh man, where the hell did I put them?
Episode 5, Jaden looks for his pencils.
Jaden continues looking for his pencils. He still has not found them. I'm really confused where I put them. Shoot. Oh, there they are. The secret to a good cosplay shop is organization. Ta-da! Okay, see, I've got way more colors here, which is why I wanted to find these, really. Let's see, I've got a green, yellow, we'll need orange, we'll need purple, Oh, there's yellow and lemon yellow. I might have to do both and just see which one's better. Well, here's the thing. This tray has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So conceivably, we could do all of these, like every Infinity Stone, twice. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with me mixing up enough resin of a color to do multiples here. But I do need an orange and a yellow. So this is 2 right there. And there's green, purple, and there is a blue. That's probably going to be... let's see, again, I've got blue and sapphire blue. So I think I'm just going to go with both of those. And we'll mix up tiny little bits of resin for each of those, which will be really, really fun. All right. So here's the piece actually that I've been working on. So this is actually the arm piece right here. It's got sort of some cabling on the inside. It's got some fun detailing on the top. And it's pretty comfy. It slides right on and off. I've done a lot of shaping on the inside actually, because there's some undercuts to give it all that shape. And then I shaved it down on the inside here. So you can still slide it on really, really easily, which I think is going to be really tight when we're done. And then I've got this hand piece, which I've started, which currently just wraps around the side here and is blank on the top. We're going to leave some spaces for the Infinity Gauntlets because I've decided they're going to sort of float to kind of mimic that cyberpunk feeling of it's not a plate on the arm, it just is the arm, it is the hand, which I think is going to be really cool. But I think we can still sort of start to build this out going around the piece. So I'm going to take a little bit of this foam. This is 2mm foam, and I'm actually going to like flip it over on itself so that I've got a little bit more, just a little bit more thickness. I know you can buy 4mm foam, but in the past you couldn't. And this is how we did it in the before times. Back in the day.
Before the boom booms.
Back in the day when you wanted a slightly thicker foam than 4mm, but 5 or 6, excuse me, than 2mm, but 5 or 6 was too many millimeters, you would just take 2mm foam and you would layer it up and then cut your piece out. And that's what I actually did that on some past builds. I think the second Star-Lord mask I ever made had some of that kit bashed 4mm foam. And I don't know, I think that the actual makeup of 2mm foam tends to be a little flimsier, which is just fine. I'm not ragging on that. I think it's actually great because it meant that you could create a slightly thicker foam, something close to 5mm, obviously, that was still pretty pliable. It was a lot more pliable than just like 5mm sheet, which is one of the things that was really nice about building up foam this way. Obviously, things have changed. Life's gotten easier for you.
Things have changed. I don't know what is hip anymore.
I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and it scares me. You know what the scariest part is? Someday, it'll happen to you. It's already happening to me. I already feel like culturally old, which is weird. It's a weird feeling to experience because I'm like a little over a year out of college now, right? And I already feel like I don't understand people who call themselves the youth, which is insane.
Ah, yes, the youth of today.
The youth of today and their many machinations.
You know, they had those magnets. What's going on with them?
Those magnets. The youth and their
magnets. I don't
magnets.
understand it.
I don't understand it, and it scares me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to sort of freehand this straight onto the foam. I'm going to get a Sharpie. Let's see. And I'm actually just going to sort of vaguely draw out how big this needs to be. Then I'm going to draw it down and make it sort of cup the inside of this hand, just like this. Now all I gotta do let's cut this out. For those of you just joining us, we are working on a crazy custom piece that I was commissioned to make, which is a Cyberpunk Infinity Gauntlet to go with a Cyberpunk Doctor Doom helmet.
Oh dear lord.
Based on my Fortnite Doom that I made. Somebody liked that a lot, and they were like, I also love Cyberpunk. So
Life
here
is
we
good,
are.
But it could be better.
Life is good, but it could be better. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely where we're at. And honestly, I'm here for it. Like, this thing looks really cool already, and I think once we get the right coloration in there to really give it that Doom feel, I think it's gonna be really cool looking. You know.
Yeah.
So now all I'm going to do is I'm actually just gonna glue this to the side of this piece, and then we'll trim it to place. Because sometimes the easiest way to move forward is not actually to fully template out a build, especially a really custom build like this. It's honestly way easier to just sort of guess and check and keep going as you go. And like always, I'm going to do 2 layers of that, so we're going to kind of work that together. And then I am also going to use my test gems as a guide for placement on the handpiece, because I'm gonna sort of cut out areas for it. That way, I'll know that they all sort of fit when I go to put everything together. So all I'm doing is just sort of placing the gem on the vague template for the handpiece that I made, and just cutting around the gem where it sits. There you go. The crazy thing is that this is even easier than I'm making it sound. Like, I'm making it sound really technical, but I'm really just setting it down and cutting around it. Like, this is kindergarten stuff. As always, if anybody has any questions about exactly what I'm doing, I mean, feel free to chime in. Oh man, that is too tight. Alright, new plan. Because it does not want to fit 4 like that. Okay, new plan. I'm going to start drafting straight onto the piece. Nice. We'll do it live. Where's my silver Sharpie? Where's my silver? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. So some of these edges might be a little tight, but that's okay, because we're precise makers here at foamarmory. He said, already having messed up this exact thing. Yeah, because that lines up there. And then this will line up here. Kieran has left. I'm not sure to where. There we go. See, now that's basically perfect. Why would I do it any other way? Yeah, so I'm going for a slightly more square Infinity Stone look, which I think is good because I think it's somewhere between the tech idea and like more of the Doom sort of Marshall shape sort of thing. Because even Doom has like a way of aesthetic that really is squarer than like the very organic shape of the Infinity Stones. All right, we're gonna cut this out real quick. There we go. A lot of interior corners on this cut, That's okay, because it's going to be sort of abutted by other things, so it doesn't have to be perfectly clean. As we're doing this, I'm realizing that finishing gluing our side piece to this is actually going to give this a little bit more structure as we move forward. So we're going to pause real quick and finish doing that. Hell of a week. I'm really excited. This weekend's going to afford me a lot of time to really start to wrap on some things. Which reminds me, if any of you are looking for a fun little weekend project, I just released my Dr. Fate video, which was really fun. Like, Dr. Fate's helmet is super fun to make. Like, I made 2 of them, I think, over like 3 days. They're super easy to make. They're a lot of fun. And I think it teaches you a little bit about making really smooth shapes, which is always very important, frankly. Here we go. Whoa, too much there, Black & Decker. Too much. Alright, we're just going to stick that together here. In a moment, we're actually going to sand that down, and we're going to give that even more shape around this corner, so it's not just a really harsh downward edge there. But this thing's coming together here. Plus now there's a little more on the side there. That's going to be way helpful. You know what? I'm actually noticing a little more resistance from the foam. I'm going to sharpen this up a little bit. Just make sure that we're really cutting this at an 8th grade level like we want to be. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's not going to require very much cleanup at all. The good news is, because this is foam, if there's a little wudge in where it meets these gems, that's okay. It has a little bit of give. I don't need to be worried about being so precise that it, you know, kills me. I can leave myself the space that I need. Because now there's just a little bit of edge between all of the infinity stones that we're going to be putting in there. And isn't that just a blessing? We're going to heat form this to kind of cup around like we did on this side. So let's grab, I'm going to grab both my Dremel and my heat gun here, and we're going to do a little shaping on the palm of the hand, or actually the back of the hand. Blah. The palm of the hand, I think what we're probably going to do is we're going to leave it mostly free. I'm probably going to put some wires and stuff on it to really amp up the cyberpunkiness. But it's got good evening, Melvin. But it's not going to be so much about. It's not going to be so much about making it feel like the entire thing is wires all the way down, so much as just really normalizing some of the actual circuitry that's going to be in there, because we're going to put some lights under this. Well, not circuitry, but wiring. There we go. And I'm going to taper this edge in just a little bit, so that it feels like it meets the palm. Here we go. And now I can take my heat gun, really blast this thing, because I want to give it a terribly organic curve around the side of this thing. Oh no. The layers are trying to separate on me. That's okay. Now, I can really cup this around the edge of the palm and give it even just kind of a tight sort of organic bend to it, which will actually really help that feeling of like, oh, it's a cybernetic, it's like a part of a hand. Because I think that's where a lot of people fall flat on their faces when they're trying to do cybernetic stuff, or cyberpunk stuff, is that they're like, it's just harsh technology abutting organic shapes, whereas a lot of it's super, super svelte like that, where it's got some hard edges, but it's also super, super comfy. It fits your hand, which is exactly what I was going for here. There we go. There. Alright, so now we've got sort of the base here. I need somewhere for the center stone. I want to say it's the Mind Stone. The center stone here has to fit somewhere, so I'm probably just going to put it right there. I am going to cut a hole for it, but more importantly, I'm actually going to create another piece, probably out of this 4mm piece that I just created for myself. I am going to create a piece that sits around it. I'm going to use sort of the width of this Sharpie to guide me. Yeah. Awesome. Now we can just cut around that. There'll be a nice place for this thing to sort of sit. I'll probably just like drill a hole for the actual placement of the light. But this will give me a really nice idea of where that needs to go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together, man. We'll just bevel this edge just a little bit. Just gently. Ever so gently. Knock that edge down. There we go. So now when I actually set the gem on there, it's even raised a little bit, which will just look so sharp. Might even do some fun grooves. So what am I making? What am I making? So tonight, what I'm actually making is a Cyberpunk Infinity Gauntlet inspired by Johnny Silverhand's hand, and an image of it was an image of a cyberpunk Iron Man, and somebody who really, really, really liked my Doctor Doom Fortnite helmet. So we're kind of combining all those fun ideas here into an individual piece that sort of got that cyberpunk feel. It's sort of got that cyber Iron Man feel, but it's also going to have a lot of that Doom and a lot of that feeling of like imposingness. We're skewing really hard towards the cyberpunk, but it's definitely still going to be Doctor Doom. It's for a custom cosplay that somebody's putting together, and I am just so tickled pink to be helping them out. It's also just a fun little break from some of the other stuff we tend to do in the shop here. Just because, like, I'm chipping away at the Beskar, don't get me wrong, but it is... Should make the thermal katana. Oh man, I have seen some people do some real justice to that stuff. Not that I don't want to, just that I've seen some people really, really succeed on that front. I don't know, do you ever get that feeling of like, you know, I would really like to make this, but I also see somebody else has made this, and it's not that it turns me away from making, it's just that I don't want to like step to that because it's so beautiful. Which is part of the reason I'm really enjoying this, because this is like a custom piece. No, there's no wrong answers. Like I've gone through and I've got this sort of like this ribbing on the inside. It's almost like Crisis from back in the day. Good afternoon. We're working on a Cyberpunk Infinity Gauntlet. We're actually going to be casting some stones here. At the beginning of this, I actually started up about how I'm going to be using some hot glue poles from, this is actually Evil Ted's like cyber or like techno mold set. It's got a really cool vent that you can do a really good job. Oh, I got a little bubble in this one. That's okay. I've got a couple really good poles here. You can see, I'll get really close to the camera. You can actually see how... Focus. There we go. You can see how hot glue really captures all the detail in there. But it takes like 10 minutes to cast this. This one turned out pretty good too. But regrettably, there's a really big bubble right here and right there. Which I actually tried really hard to get rid of. But that's okay. It's successful. You can do it. So I'm actually going to use these on the sides of the arm here to give it just a little more oomph there. And it's a cheap way to build out detail really, really fast. But it looks really, really nice. And hot glue tends to paint up pretty well. You know, I'm not going to see a crazy difference between the foam and this particular sort of hot glue casting. Oh, and that's right. I also did a gem. So I got this cake gem mold here that we're using for the Infinity Stones, and oh, hot damn! That's a pretty good hot glue cast. It really gets the shape. I don't know if it's like what we're going for, honestly, just because I actually want to like tint these. I've got some alcohol inks here that we're going to try and mix up some small batches and do some different Infinity Stones. But you know, we're kind of all over the place tonight. We're handcrafting. We're going real fast and loose on the freehand here for this actual hand piece. So I mean, we're doing it. We're having fun. It's a good time. Actually, I'm gonna put this on my hand to place this so that I know exactly where I want it to go. Yeah, that looks good. This is that raised section in the middle where that center stone's gonna be. There we go, and you can actually see the slots where I'm gonna have all the stones there. And then each finger piece is gonna have its own piece and a joint piece that goes across the knuckle, and that'll actually have a lot of bend to it. So I'm probably just going to use no filler on it. It's probably just going to be like some straight foam, maybe a little bit of silver on the joint pieces, but the rest of it's going to be really finished up foam. And that's how we get all those layers of details in there, even though we've got to leave a lot of space for the actual motion of our piece. Here we go. But this looks really good. I'm really liking this. And I think that it's going to meet this really nicely. There's sort of a notch in the hand piece. I'm going to get close to the camera again here. There's sort of a notch here in the hand piece. Sort of meets up where that arm piece meets without actually being jointed. Oh, I really love that. That looks really cool. This is all pretty easy to do. This is like foam dowels and just some clay. This is just hack and slash. Go to town. Create the thing you want to make. I think I am actually going to apply these. Let's see, which ones are the best ones? I think it's these ones. These two. Yeah, these two are the best of those hot glue castings. So I'm going to mark where I want them here. This gray Sharpie. And I'm not going to cut a hole for them, but I do think I'm going to take my Dremel and just like sort of recess the very edge of it so that I can get a nice solid bond down in there. There we go. Yeah, I can't recommend Evil Ted's like fun molds on the side. You should do a Q&A live stream. Yeah, this is a commission. This is a commission. Sorry. This is a piece that I'm doing for a gentleman in France, I believe. And he was really, really keen on like a lot of different aesthetics. It was really fun because 1 second. There we go. Well, in this case, that's actually what I was about to talk about. I love... Okay, so sometimes I'll get really custom commissions. Melvin, you've commissioned something from me in the past that was a custom sword commission. And the thing I love about custom commissions is that there's a lot of latitude to do some really creative stuff. To wit, in this case, I was handed, I want to say, like 4 different pieces of concept art. And the client reached out to me and he was like, can you do something with, these pieces of concept art? And I said, okay. And I sat down and I busted out my Photoshop tools and I kind of cobbled something together and I was like, is this what you were looking for? And they were like, yes, that is exactly it. And so we worked out a price. We worked out a payment schedule that works for both of us. And now I am actually neck deep in that commission, which is really fun. Yeah, I made Gyrok the Soul Stealer. It was a custom sword. It was, I want to say it was like 6 feet when I was done, like all the way across. It was really cool. Like I had a lot of fun making it. But yeah, no, I do custom work especially, and custom commissions are some of the most fun. I do just straight sales, obviously. I just made a bunch of Dr. Fate helmets, and those were just straight sales. There's not really any custom work there. But commissions are, yep, 6 feet. I said hello. Hello, Daniel Courtier. I'm feeling like I'm not being listened to. Here we go. I'm going to actually see if I can contact cement this deedly bob into place. Because if I can, that's probably going to be a much stronger bond than just trying to remelt the hot glue and stick it in. So let's actually see if we can just make this work. I'm actually going to do 2 layers on here and 1 layer here because this layer will just sit on here, whereas that layer will actually sink into the foam a little bit. So let's see about getting 1 layer onto here. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. Oh, and then I'll have to, depending on how well this one fits in, I'll have to recess the other side there. While we're waiting for even more things to dry, let's start trying to cast up some of these guys. Oh. Hey, Kieran. Can you do me a favor? In the kitchen by the toaster are a bunch of plastic cups. Could you hand them to me? I was wondering where you went.
I did the eat.
What am I making? You got your food.
I did the eat.
You gotta do the eat. For those of you who are just joining us, this is my little brother Kieran. He also does foam props. Show the good people your foam props.
I think.
Go show the people.
Oh, God.
It's really cool. It's really cool. You did a really good job. It looks really cool. He's working on that. He's doing some weathering that. I am working on a custom Cyberpunk Infinity Gauntlet. So I am really just going to town on that right now. Where did I put my shears? I think somebody walked off with my shears.
Which ones?
My big blue ones.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no. You don't live here. That's okay. But there's no reason you would know that. There we go. So I'm going to do this a couple times, but first we're just going to mix up like a little bit of resin. Yay, Gar Saxon? Oh, is that who that is?
No, this, it's similar. Gar Saxon's, though, only has,
Get up there. No, you're good.
I meant to make, I was planning on making Gar Saxon's, but Gar Saxon's has only 3 spikes, and his faceplate is just a tad bit different. This is more angular on his. So I just made a Super Commando one. Very similar though, yeah.
No, Kay doesn't have a YouTube channel. Why don't you have a YouTube channel, Kieran?
Because I'm tired.
You're so tired all the time. I have work. This is kind of my work. Sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I do other work. Today was a doozy at my other job. Actually, we just had a lot to do, and that's always just so draining. Like, I feel like no matter what workplace you have those days where it feels like everything's happening all the time. You can relate. Good. Somebody's on your side.
Fun.
I don't know, if you ever wanted to come down here and do something for like a build video, I'd love to do that. But like, I get just doing these to just do these.
I could stand there and be a human model.
Ooh. Oh. Yes. Okay, let's mix up just a little bit of resin here.
Fun background.
Oh yeah. This is gonna smell a little bit, but we can crack the window a little more if we need to. Come on. Okay. Okay, so I need 0.026 here.
Oh, are you using the exact measurements?
I've got to.
Oh, when I did some resin stuff for my clone trooper, and I always just eyeballed it.
Here's the thing, I'm working in such minute quantities that if I don't actually check it, I'll mess it up. You know what I mean?
Understandable, yeah.
And it won't cure properly. Oh shit.
Oh, and what you're making is like solid resin too.
I overdid it. No, I didn't. Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Whew, that's perfect. I really thought I messed up there. It's dark outside. It's dark outside here, yeah. It's the middle of the night, basically. Let's see. How much blue do you think is too much blue?
Too much.
Thank you, Kieran.
I'm
You've been a boon. I'm going to do 2 drops because this is not very much resin. I'm going to pull out this old paintbrush that I threw away at the beginning of this. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back! Oh, I'm so worried this isn't enough blue. I'm worried this is going to be super light. Ooh, I need more blue.
It will be, yeah.
That's not enough. Damn. Okay. Here we go. I'm actually a little... Oh, boy, that might be too much. I'm actually a little worried that this is just the wrong color blue. I have another blue here, but, I mean, we'll try this one out here. Should make a Discord service so that people like me who don't have Facebook can still communicate with you. You know, that's fair. I'm gonna out myself here a little bit. Like, I don't really know how Discord works.
You don't know how Discord works?
What is it? I don't
Discord,
really know. I don't really go on there.
It's like
a text chat, isn't it?
You can do that, but you can also live chat with people.
You can
Yeah.
But like through text or like...
No, through like video or audio. It's super useful.
But like, okay. But like, how does it work?
So like, you create a room, or excuse me, you create a chat, and you add all the people.
Okay.
Or you can create it to be public, so only like certain people can get in.
Okay.
Public can. And then you basically just see when everyone is on. And then you join a voice chat, which are like at the bottom, and you wait for other people.
So you just kind of wait.
Yeah, it usually doesn't take long because the second you join one, it sends an announcement to the others.
Okay. Have Kieran make one. Okay, you want to make me a Discord?
No.
I don't know. I thought this was a great idea. What are you talking about?
I don't know how to make one. My friend is the one who makes them.
No, that's fine. Do you mind if I tell them how to spell your name? He's spelling your name wrong.
Sure, go for it.
It's Kyran. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just
my secret has been outed.
It just is Kyran. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, if I paid you like $30, would you make me a Discord?
I'd make you it for free.
But what if I paid you $30?
Yes, I would make you.
Okay. Oh wow.
You alright? Did you melt something?
Yeah, no, just a bunch of the bubbles popped out when I did that.
Oh, careful you don't warp that. Maybe that's mine.
Warp what?
The map.
Oh, I did that a little bit already.
Yeah,
I'm pretty okay with it though.
Mine was completely plastic, so
ooh, that's not good.
It made it like a measurable arc.
Mine is, you're good. Mine is not plastic. Mine is
oh, that's good.
it's like a really robust rubber. It's like one of those self-healing ones.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I really like it. I can't say how nice it is to just finally have some of the slightly nicer versions of all the tools, you know what I mean? Because they're not that much more expensive, and I can't tell you how much better it's been. Kieran, yep, that's right.
Yay!
Hey, yeah. Should have a Discord server. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I just got Instagram. Like, I'm only just... You gotta understand, I'm so out of touch. I'm only just now got onto Instagram. I think there's like 100 followers for foamarmory. I think that's it.
I don't know, that's quite a few. I've been on for like 6 years and I have like 100.
Yeah, but your content's some weird stuff.
First of all, I had giant googly eyes. What else was I supposed to do with them?
What else?
On my glasses.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But, like, you understand what I'm saying,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Okay. Let's see here. This one... I might actually just be able to glue this one straight down. I think I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. What?
Do you need brown?
Brown? Yeah, check the third drawer down over there. That's where most of the paint is. Revealing my secrets. The secrets of my shop. All you gotta do is figure it out and you'll know exactly where to ransack
Your phone
everything.
attacked me.
Oh yeah, just try to tuck that away. There you go. What we're gonna contact cement the other Deedly Bob on the other side of the arm piece here. And I'm not super concerned about like overspill in terms of glue. I find it doesn't really mess things up. I know some people really go through, they go crazy, especially with barge. People will go through and they'll basically go through with thinner and really clean up their edges. And I guess barge is a lot thicker, so I can see that being a much bigger issue. But DAP, which is the Weldwood brand contact cement, DAP, I'm actually not sure. DAP is a lot thinner, so you don't really need to do that. If anything, you just need to give it like a coating of like Mod Podge or like watered down glue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, too much. Oh.
Okay, so here's... This looks pretty good. I'm actually going to hit this with the heat gun again. Because it got rid of some of those surface bubbles that come up. See that? Look at that. Look at that. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm discovering this in real time. Look at this. The bubbles, like, float up and pop when I do that. See that?
Yeah. Can you speed cure it?
Probably not. That will probably ruin it if I try to do that. I'm guessing. Have you tried using ADOS F2? ADOS F2. Oh boy, am I gonna Google what that is. Because what? What is
oh, this? I think I might know what that is.
ADOS F2 standardized. Okay, respectfully, all I'm getting when I search ADOS F2 is something about autism. And I just have this feeling that's not what you're trying to send me. No judgment. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. Okay, like, I'm gonna try mixing up another batch of resin while we're just sitting here.
Oh, is it? There's a certain brand that makes it, and they do it all in letters. Are you sure it's not A052?
No, it says ADOS F2. That's not. Yeah, no, I assume that's not it. What is it? What are you doing? No. Let's try mixing up. Which one should I do next, Kay? Because that blue was not right.
Go for purple.
Go for purple?
Yeah.
Let's do purple. Purple is a fun color. I'm not gonna disagree with you. This is the one that's easy to pour, so we're gonna do the one that's hard to pour first. It's a brand of contact adhesive. Okay, that might help me narrow down my Google search here. Okay, let's try mixing up another little bit. We're mixing up such tiny batches of resin. Oh shoot. I did not have. Oh, we're eyeballing this one. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, let's you said the purple one, Kay?
Yeah, go for it.
Do the purple one. I have to open the purple one. It wasn't open. Oh man, I got resin on my hand. Oh, I gotta poke this one. There we go. Whoa. Now that.
Oh, that spreads quick.
Yeah, that is a lot
right.
more aggressive. Let's try this one out. Video what? From the movies? Yeah, I'm see, this is part of why I really wanted to like take a quick break from Beskar tonight. It's not because I don't enjoy that project. It's because I'm actually trying to get through a couple of commissions, including the Beskar, because I really want to get back to some of the other videos that I've been working on. But I just don't have the same amount of time because, you know, respectfully, I need to make some money. And I do that by doing commissions. I've had a lot of fun doing them lately. But I've gotten a lot of requests lately that I can't follow up on while I'm doing other things. And that's just the way it is. Y'all know. Life's expensive. I gotta pay for things.
How expensive houses are?
Do you know how expensive houses are?
I have absolutely no clue, but it's probably more than $20.
It's more than $20. You are correct.
Okay, and that's a lot.
Okay, let's do.
Spread the word.
Check that out. Ooh. I think that's the right
turn out
purple.
nice, yeah.
Provided I didn't throw off the mix ratio, that is a really great purple.
Are you gonna do LEDs for them?
Yeah, we're gonna do just some really tidy LEDs. That'd be cool. Yeah, he did a great job, didn't he? Show the people again.
Why?
Because it looks so cool. Yeah, no. So this is actually back before The Mandalorian Season 2 came out, we actually did a video on, and it was one of our Pep Cure Tuesdays where we made just some generic Mandalorian helmets, and it's those templates. So if you like this if you like this bucket, check those templates out. I do not have a link down below in the description. I refuse. No. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, yeah.
Take it.
All right.
Is the Soul Stone / Palm Stone, is that going to be bigger, or is
No, it's just going to be central. See, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same size, but it's going to be like there. You see, it's like prominent, but it's not like.
I dig it.
Yeah. And this is kind of
Dude, that's super clean. I like that.
But yeah, no, I really like this so much. Channel for suggestions. Is that a thing? What is a channel? What is a channel in Discord?
A channel is like you can have a bunch of different threads basically.
Okay.
And one you can just name suggestions, and then it would just be people typing.
Is this okay? I'm gonna make myself sound even dumber and even older. Is this kind of like subreddits? No, is this kind of like subreddits?
Similar, yeah.
It's similar to subreddits? Yeah. Okay. It's like an organizational sort of like social media. That's such a unique idea that we need like more organization in social media. There we go. Okay, well why don't we go ahead and stick this other deedly bob down, and we can just do some more resin before we. I don't know. We're getting pretty close to the end of this live stream. Believe it or not. Oh no!
Dropped it, you fool!
I dropped it right on my carpet.
Oh no! You killed us all.
You fool! You foolish fool! There we go. Stick this down. Yeah! There we go.
Nice.
Check that out. So now it's got these two sort of ports on either side of the arm.
Oh, those are the hot glue ones?
Yeah, these are the things that are made of hot glue.
Oh, and you can just heat them up. That's cool.
Yeah, you can just heat them up, you can stick them up. Well, I use a little contact cement because I wanted it to be a really strong bond and very flexible. Greetings from Peru, Charlie G. What's up?
Do you run into like? Does the glue end up sticking in the mold, or is it like
The hot glue?
Yeah.
No, hot glue doesn't really stick in silicone molds. Not clean silicone molds. If I tried to follow up like a really sloppy resin cast with the hot glue, I bet you it would not go very well. But generally, I've not had any problem doing these hot glue casts of these really cool Evil Ted molds. I would love to make a mold like this. I've actually got a whole bunch of monster clay that we're gonna try out on one of these live streams coming up, because I've got to do some fun small resin stuff. And I'd love to have like my own kind of mold like this for like shapes that I use a lot, that I enjoy. So hopefully that's in the cards here. Sorry, I know I have to keep modifying all of these cups every time I go to do this, but you gotta understand these cups were $1. All of these cups together were $1. So I get I have to do a little extra work every time for this, but I only paid $1 for all of them. So I can only complain so much. Okay, I really like that purple, so I don't feel like doing another purple one. Let's do, what color should I do next? Should I do the Soulstone, the Mind Stone, the red one?
the red one? the reality
red
stone?
One? Yeah, the reality stone, or the time stone.
You disappoint me.
I disappoint you?
You do.
Oh. Oh no, I've upset my kid brother.
Damn.
There we go. I love mixing up these small batches. Time. Alright, we'll do the time stone. I've only got one green, so hopefully it's the green we need. Oh, whoa.
Right.
Shoot, I overshot it just a little. Damn, okay. Just a little. There we go. Nailed it. Nailed it. Noise. See if there's something else from my scrap bin I can use to mix this up. Nope, I'm just going to use the same brush. No, I can't, because I'll get other colors in it. Shoot. Do I have like an old brush in here? Oh, shucks. Okay, well, we're going to sacrifice this old brush for this next batch.
You just use the other side.
Oh, that? No, because it's like not wood on the other side. It's like the brush that has like old paint in it. I don't know. Actually, I could just use this.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Well, it's not what I was talking about before. Okay. It's a different brush. To be perfectly clear.
Understandable.
Yeah. For reality, you could make a helmet of Sauron Predator, or sort of. Oh, Jesus, man.
Sort of what?
Bilbo Baggins.
Oh,
that is
like Sting.
Yeah, Sting.
Oh God.
I have templates for Sting actually.
You could.
Yeah. Well, I've just.
That's difficult.
Well, I mean, Sting's not so difficult.
It's super curvy though. That's.
I mean, it's curvy, but it's basically just like all swords. It's basically just two sides you stick together and then you sharpen. You know.
Yeah.
That's pretty green. I'm gonna call that good. Yeah, we're figuring out resin. This is actually really fun. Like, I am enjoying this. I have a feeling casting entire helmets would be very frustrating.
Yeah.
But
do you think
a Predator helmet? Now, I have gotten that request recently a lot. And good news, Fortnite just added not only the Predator, but the T-800.
Oh dear God.
And Sarah Connor and some people from The Walking Dead, and I think they're adding Lara Croft. So we're about to get a bunch of really, really easy models to rip for costuming, which is going to be great.
Do you think it would look nice if I just painted that interior black?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Actually,
what I'm
can I
looking at.
make a recommendation?
Yeah.
So, this stuff's called flow acrylic.
Okay.
It's like thinner than most acrylic paint, which means it's really easy to just wipe into spaces like that. So if you get a brush like this and a little bit of that black in there, you should just be able to just boop right through.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I think we're gonna wrap up pretty soon here, but maybe we cast one more. I'm really enjoying. Well, because I'm gonna have to do this sometime tonight, anyways. Just because these things take a little bit to dry, or to cure, I should say. And I do at some point need to like finish. So, you know, maybe I just do it all right now. Here we go.
Oh yeah, no, that does work. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, flow acrylics. Now, here's the thing. You should, out of the, like, whatever glue that you use, never use your glue right out of the pot, generally. I say either add some water to it to thin it down, or if you're just looking for, like, a slightly different shade, you know, knock it around a little bit. But don't use the color right out of the pot. You'll always be a little more satisfied with the result if you do take the time to get just a slightly easier color to work with. I'm gonna break this so I can get multiple stir sticks. Here we go. Life hack. Break your stuff. Incredible. That's purplish red. Did I not actually pull a red? I guess I didn't. Where's red? I got red, and that's it. So it's going to be red or it's not going to be red. Let's find out. Go. Let's go. Oh, wait, no, I got to poke the thing. Oh, where are those paper towels?
Ah, I'm out.
Please,
Yeah,
quick. It looks like I cut myself. I have not cut myself. There's just red ink all over my hands. So, that's the kind of night I am having. Boy, it definitely looks like I split my hand open.
Nice.
Look at that. That is vicious.
Oh, that's gonna be there for a while.
On the knife, at least. I don't know. I'll probably get it off my hands pretty quickly here.
We'll wash it off, but...
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that is dark. That is very dark. I really hope that this... Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that, Kay. That's perfect.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's really dark. I almost would have gone... A Gandalf staff could be cool. Wait, what? Wait, what's something that 5-minute crafts would do? Hold on. Oh, breaking a brush in half to use it.
Little known fact, if you want a second phone,
just break yours in half. God.
Someone once, though, was just like someone trying to eat with a spoon, but they holding it upside down. So they took a ball peen hammer and just hammered it the other way.
What the hell?
I don't understand what these people's motivations are.
That sounds fake. I won't lie. I'm gonna make one more red, just slightly thinner. We'll see which one cures better. I think that one might be a little thick. What's up?
You punched out a little too much in one place.
Oh, that's okay. Happy little battle damage.
Yep. The magic of Rubbin' Buff.
Well, Rubbin' Buff rocks.
I'm gonna have to seal this tomorrow.
That's okay.
So much on it.
Yo. Okay. So now we've got the red. I'd say we're halfway there because these two blue ones are not the right blue. But that's okay. I'm just gonna give these a quick blast of the heat gun. I think
Who is it? Oh yeah.
it's very like cerulean.
You know, the one is like supposed to be like really like a really deep blue, I think.
Mm-hmm. The Space
That's a
Stone.
hard color to achieve.
It is. Well, I think I just grabbed the wrong one because I think I was using like their blue, but actually I want to use their sapphire blue. So I don't know. This is Let's Resin inks, and I do not know if they are particularly highly regarded in the resin ink community. Oh gosh, it's 8:07. I think we're gonna wrap up. So thanks so much for being on. How's that looking?
We did it, crew.
We did it. Oh yeah, that looks really good.
It's looking a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I like the dark over the silver. It gives it a much more chipped look.
Yeah, if I were to do it again, I'd do this first and then do a little bit of the silver over. But I like the way this looks.
Well, I really like here. If you're really into metal weathering, what I actually did for this, which I think this effect looked really good.
Oh yeah.
What that is this thing is a solid coat of black gloss, right?
Yeah.
Follow that up with rub and buff in the places that you want it. Then you take like Aquaphor or like a petroleum jelly, you dab it on, and then you do your red. And then after the red is dry, you wipe it away.
Yeah, you can achieve the same effect with like toothpaste too. Yeah,
and like
that.
mustard.
Yeah.
Mustard's a really common one. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. As always, if you like these streams, if you like these videos or my templates, subscribe to the channel.
Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. I'm gonna make my little brother make a Discord.
Oh great.
Oh yeah. Take care, everybody. Oh, and huge thanks to my patrons. Thank you all very much. Yeah. Bye.